That's a wonderful question. Let me answer from an NLP perspective. Human brain can differentiate very clearly between what it already has, what it's accomplished, what it wishes for, what it's hopeful for. If you close your eyes and consider things that you want, things that you already have, versus things that you are absolutely certain you will have a visceral feeling. You can differentiate between those things. Typically, in the mind, when a person states their goal, they will say something very vague. For example, if someone says, I want to lose weight, it is not a goal, it's a wishful thinking. But if someone says, it is now July 1st, 2017, and I weigh 130 pounds, this is a measurable, tangible goal. It's a big difference. If you consider goals, sometimes that the goal itself is very distant in the mind of a person from them. In relation to them, it may be so far removed that the distance to cover it between here and there is so long, and perhaps the journey is so tedious that it's kind of intangible. The question here is to bring it to the present tense. If you wish, what you can do now, you can close your eyes, and you can imagine something right now that you really want. And now imagine that there is a string that is pulled behind you, invisible string that pulls it towards yourself in such a way that that which you really want is now becoming bigger and bigger, and colors are brighter, until you are now facing it, and now you are standing right in the center of it, looking around, feeling the feelings, hearing the sounds. It is yours right now, and you are in the center of it. It's a big difference, and when it's pulled away from you and you are starting to see it slightly removed, and you are standing at a distance from it as an observer position. Sometimes bringing something into the now and stepping into it and allowing yourself to imagine being right there in the center of it is what needs to be done. Also, when you think of how good we are at bringing memories of the past into the present tense and reliving the experiences of lives experienced, there is nothing that prevents us from bringing the memories of the future into this present tense. Why not bringing into the now and experience it? But you also need to state it in a very concise manner. As I said, if you say, I want to lose weight, this is not a goal, but I weigh a certain weight at a specific time. It is a goal because you have brought this particular date and time into the present tense. You are in it right now. It doesn't really matter that it may be July 2017. If you say it is now July 2017 and I am living inside a perfectly fit body which weighs 130 pounds, you have actively brought the future into this present tense, and all the things that need to happen between now and July 27th will have happened because that's the way the universe works. If you say, I want to make a lot of money, it's not a goal, it's a wishful thinking. But if you say, I have $1 million in my bank account and it is now January 1st, 2018, you have a specific, measurable, verifiable goal that you can tangibly feel, which you can evaluate that you've achieved. The next part of it, it has to be time specified. In other words, you have to decide on a specific time when this goal will have been achieved. Let's imagine that you're looking at a straight line in front of you. When you look to your left, you will see the past. In the present tense, you are sitting, and the future is to your right. If you bring that future moment into the present tense, the same way as you used to relive the moments of the past, you are actively have created it, because all creation starts with a thought. As I mentioned earlier, when Beethoven wrote the Ninth Symphony, that music was fully present in his mind. He was in a state of inspired creative expression, and he put it out there. It took him 3.5 months to write it, such that what he created was really a recreated mirror reflection of that which existed in front of him, inside of him rather. So when you consider your results in your life today, they are a perfect expression of the seeds of your thinking process and the original idea which once existed. Today is the perfect expression of the decisions that you've made yesterday. Tomorrow is a function of what you decide today. Why not create a compelling future, define your goal, make them specific? And most importantly, you need to understand and know why it is that you want to accomplish it. The goal is only a metaphor, is a reflection of something that is far more important than the story itself. If you say, it's important for me to have $1 million, ask yourself why. Why do I need? Once I have that $1 million in my bank account, what is it that I get more of in this life out of it? Some people may say, I have more freedom, I can educate my children, I have now choice to do things which I haven't done before, which means that freedom of expression and creative adventures are important to them, and as well as contribution to their family. Now, those are real goals. So imagine now that you are contributing to your family. You are traveling to places where you haven't been before. You are able to creatively express talents that you know you have but haven't had the time or money to do so. Now, what do you have in life out of that? Now, when you distill this to the core value, this is the real goal, the real engine, the real driver that actually makes this achievement of $1 million in the bank worthwhile. People achieve goals because they have a reason to achieve them. They have a purpose. There is an engine that drives them. There is a certainty about the absolute inevitable importance of having achieved it. If your reasons are vague, or those are not your reasons but someone else's, chances are you won't get them because it's really not important, isn't it? So pay attention and make a decision as to what's important, why is it important, specify it, put it in the present tense, state it, write it down, say it loudly, and go for it. In essence, that's how you do it. Absolutely 100%, because all your results in life are driven by your beliefs. And most importantly, about your own belief about yourself. Am I worthy? Am I significant? Do I deserve the result that I really wish? Some people will have great dreams, but they will not feel worthy deep inside of having achieved them. Having achieved them will seem a disparity between what they believe they should actually get in life. So when you understand your own mechanisms, your own processes, your own blockages, which all of us on some level carry, and are able to disassemble those and get rid of these negative programs, then the road is open and you can actually reach for the stars. And that's what NLP, the true NLP, will definitely be the best tool for you to use to actually get to that point. Absolutely, because if you consider human thoughts and emotions, they are all chemical factories. We create new connections in the brain, new synapses. When you have an aha moment, you have created a pathway in your brain which perhaps did not exist before. Every time that you learn something, you become something new. And as I said, learning is not about getting something, it's about becoming. So as you become experientially aware, you have created new pathways in your brain. You have new avenues for thinking. Your brain has changed. Your chemistry has changed. And I often see physiology of a person change in front of me. I've seen people walk out of that room looking 10 years younger. They really have. They look in the mirror. They cannot believe what they look like, simply because they changed something deep inside. We are a product, physical reflection of what goes inside. This physical body carries all the information that happens behind the scenes. I believe that illnesses and sicknesses are a reflection of blockages, of unresolved emotional issues. Cancer is very much a reflection of anger, which hasn't been expressed. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. If it has nowhere to go, it will go inside, it will damage the body, it will show in various places, on the skin, on the facial expression, the skeletal system, in autoimmune diseases. We had results with people getting rid of those things the moment they resolved these blockages inside.